Perfection in brewing. At Carlsberg, we strive to brew the perfect beer. And ever since the Carlsberg Green Label beer was first brewed in the year 1904, beer lovers all over the world have praised Carlsberg beer for being the best, premium quality European-style lager beer. Stick around a while and learn about some of the brewing magic as we go through all the steps involved in Carlsberg's journey to brew the perfect lager. The harvest. It all starts in the yellow barley fields of the countryside. It's here that the sun, the rain and the eager farmer cooperate to grow the best, wholesome, natural barley. We've never settled for good at Carlsberg. For over 160 years, we've had a restless determination to keep improving, to keep getting better. This is particularly true when it comes to the key ingredient in a Carlsberg beer, the barley. Carlsberg uses an exclusive, natural and sustainably grown variety of barley to make Carlsberg the refreshingly crisp-tasting and fresh lager you deserve. The malting. After the harvest, the barley is brought to the maltings to be put through a thorough quality check. Once it has passed quality control, the barley is rewarded by being soaked with sparkling clear water for 1 day. This process is called steeping, and the life-affirming result is that the barley begins to germinate and turns into malt. The brewing. After the malting process, the malt is brought to the brewery. In the brewhouse, the barley malt is mixed with fresh water to form the mash. The mash is gradually heated to a cozy 78 degrees Celsius in the mashing vessels. During this process, called infusion, the malt starts to turn into malt sugar. The hops. After 3 hours, the mash is passed through a filter to be clarified. This substance is called wort, which is transferred into the large wort kettles. Here the wort meets up with the hops and they boil together for 1 hour. Hops, which provide the spice in the Carlsberg beer, are aromatic plants that have been cultivated in Europe since the 8th century. The hop plant is grown solely for its use in brewing, and only the unseeded cone of the female plant is used for making Carlsberg's exclusive blend of aromatic hops. The fermentation. From the brewhouse, the clarified water is chilled to 13 degrees Celsius, creating conditions ideal for another perfect match. Yeast from the unique Carlsberg cultivation is added to the wort in a fermentation tank, marking the beginning of a 6 to 8 day fermentation process. Yeast converts the malt sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide. The maturing. After fermentation, it's time to take it easy and age the beer. This takes place at -2 degrees Celsius over the period of time it takes to develop the unique Carlsberg taste and aroma. The filtration. Once the right combination of aroma and taste has been reached, it's time for the beer to be cleansed and given a sparkle, so that ultimately it will be ready to bottle. The beer is piped to the filter room where it is centrifuged and thoroughly filtered. Bottling. The perfectly cleansed bottles are moved via conveyor belt to the filler, where they are filled with the premium brew. To prevent the beer from foaming, this process takes place in an environment under counter pressure. Next, the bottle engages the crown corking machine where the bottles are sealed, just waiting to be opened by beer drinkers all over the globe. That calls for a Carlsberg. Carlsberg is brewed with uncompromising quality, and, as you've learned, no detail is considered too small to matter. As you reward yourself with a Carlsberg at the perfect 6 degrees Celsius serving temperature, rest assured that you'll experience the refreshing, clean and crisp taste and the satisfying depth of flavor that you deserve. That calls for a Carlsberg.